the final section is called Rebuilding Our Communities. So I'll give everybody due notice. We're going to ask you to come up. So if y'all need time to get going, you better start coming up. In 1978, James and Grace Lee Boggs and Freddie and the late Lyman Payne published Conversations in Maine, Exploring Our Nation's Future. Why are communities a revolutionary idea? Real communities, they said, have to accept real people with all of their defects and deformities. What is necessary to a community, and what does community provide? Only through community can we even begin to eliminate the poisons that are systemic, concrete, in a systematic, concrete, and serious way. If we agree on this, we can begin to see what are some of the essentials of a community. We are beginning to realize that the need for a community is as deep in the human species as in any animal species, in all organic things. Jimmy and Grace began to, I don't know how they could work with all these groups, and I'm just going to name some of them. And it's going to seem like all of them, and I'm sure I'll leave some out. And as I do so, folks from this walk of their lives and the community struggle will come forward. Dorothy Garner, Patricia, Clementine Barfield, and Ruth that she's got here. But there are people from Detroiters for Dignity. Detroiters Uniting. So sad. Save our sons and daughters. And we the people reclaim our streets. Come on up.
Am I the only so sad?
Oh, no, I can come up there like that.
So sad.
I'm taking a picture though.
Thank you.
Alice.
Okay.
Alice.
So if you need some more so I'm up here for Detroiters for Dignity. And the Michigan people and so sad.
Vera, come on. Where's Alan? Bring it to the front. Are we all going to stay?
If some of you want to sit down, you can, or you can stay. Why don't we hear from Dorothy while we're standing here?
I'm Dorothy Garner. I'm the loud one and the long one, but I'm going to be short. First thing that comes to my mind as I watch you all was I have something to happen to me this year. I woke up one Sunday morning, and as I woke up, I automatically turned on my television. And when I turned on my television, they said that Nelson Mandela was going to be released. I immediately slowed up. I slowed my pace up because I was fixing to get ready to go to work. And I sat there and I began to get moisture, misty. The thoughts of a man that had been jailed, a man that had almost been crucified, being in jail 27 years. It just automatically brought tears to my eyes. Thoughts began to form in my head. And as you know, it prolonged and it prolonged and prolonged, and finally that long, tall, handsome man with stature, posture, dignity came forward. And when that man came forward, he gave us his hand. And I'll tell you that Dorothy Garner sit there and I cry. I sit there and I pray. I sit there in my mind, I begin to think, what can I do to make this world a better place? What can I do? Just nothing, the thoughts of what this man has done. So through looking at my television, and now as I walk the streets of Detroit, when things get a little rough for me, I hold that hand out there to let them know I'm still here. I got everything I need. I got the dignity. I got the intelligence. I got the fortitude. And everything else this black woman needs to make it. And I'm going to make it. We in Detroit is going to make it. We're going to walk these communities. We're going to talk this talk. We're going to do whatever we have to do with dignity and pride, but the job will be done. And Reach Community Group, so sad, dignity, and all the rest of you, my people, we're going to do it together. So I say to you, let's go forth. Make our families strong, make our churches strong, make our community strong, and let's do it together, because that's what it's going to take, and I extend my hand to you.
I'm Patricia, and I have had the opportunity to know James and Grace Boggs only for 2 years. But I think the format of the program tonight is fitting. First of all, they tore down the institutions. Then they developed leadership for the new world. They provided vision in arts, and today they're rebuilding the community. I know them through Detroiters Uniting. I know them through We Pros, but I'm going to have to speak on behalf of Detroiters Uniting. An organization that is designed to raise consciousness. They've done that in all their lives, all their careers, all their endeavors. To expand vision, they've done that in everything they've touched and everyone they've touched. They've encouraged a sense of cooperation. It isn't us and them, it isn't white and black, it is we, and it's always we. And now what they do in their spare time, when they have nothing else to do, is we try to revitalize the city we live in, because if we don't reclaim our city and our streets, then we have nothing. We preserve the integrity of the individual, and we never stop fighting for that integrity. And we strive for a greater quality of life and a greater good for today and for the generations to come, for our families and our livelihood. Yes. I'm proud and I'm honored as a member of Detroiters Uniting to say thank you.
Yes.